When you get our envelope in the mail, will you send in a contribution? I just received a phone call from a telemarketer purporting to be a charity. Which I doubt, but I stayed on the line and listened. I'm retired, and not very busy this morning. Pretty quickly they ask, when you get our envelope in the mail, will you send in a contribution? Quote, yes, I replied, and promptly disconnected the call. I doubt they have my address, so I probably won't get an envelope. But for that minute they had me on the line. They weren't talking to someone else. If they call again, tell them you'll need more than one envelope. If those envelopes arrive, send your other junk mail in them. Oh, you think that's bad? How's this one I got yesterday? Good afternoon. This is the National Appeal for the Dead, or some other inane charity. Please stand by for this recorded message. Quote, I didn't even take the time to tell her to fudge off before I hung up on her. The thing I miss most about the old landlines was how satisfying it felt to slam down the receiver. Edit. Forgot to close my quotation marks. I'm not paying to air condition the whole subreddit. I tell anyone who calls me to ask for a donation that it is my policy not to give to anyone who calls me on the phone. I might be interested in their charity and ask for information so I can do my own research to see if they fit in my donation plans. Most of the time they cannot provide me with a website or mailed information. When I was a kid, my parents moved us into my great-grandfather's house. They kept his phone number to make it easier for relatives to remember. He had been taken advantage of by a lot of charities. We got calls constantly, told them he didn't live there, asked to be on the do not call list, etc. Eventually he passed away, telling all the telemarketers this news always got the best results. The stumbling apologies before ensuring us we would for real be taken off the list were entertaining. The calls slowed after this but never did stop completely. Every few months someone would try again. I only wish my parents still had the number. Passing the phone to my 7-year-old named after him would be even more fun. We do, however, let him open all the mail addressed to him. Even let him keep all those nickels. Some charities I support once per year have started sending me envelopes at least once a month with a picture of an old-style telephone on them. That used to be the symbol for, you made a pledge during our phone campaign. So here's the envelope you requested. I don't give my credit card number to people who call me. I was puzzled because I know I give just once a year. So I would not have pledged anything. Nor did I remember pledging. But when I open it, their lame excuse is, our November phone drive is underway, won't you consider adding your gift of \1x, 2x, or 3x as much as I give annually. Quote, kinda sneaky if you ask me. We've been getting a few of those calls purporting to represent police and fire departments. You tell them no, and then they ask for $15. Answer is still no. See how long you can keep them on the phone by just saying the word, okay. Longest I had was 2 minutes. I receive a letter from a credit card loans company offering me to loan X amount of cash at only 25% interest. I have 4 times emailed them and asked to be taken off their mailing list as I won't be using their services, and it's just wasteful sending me all that paper that goes for recycling. Since they, however, choose to continue sending me those letters, I decided to use the prepaid return envelope. The last few months I have stuffed that envelope to the point that I needed duct tape to keep it together with ads from other companies. This, however, makes the envelope bigger and heavier than what they have paid for, so the postal service will bill them the extra cost plus fees to receive it, as there is no sender address on it. A few months ago I included an ad for Specsavers with a handwritten message suggesting they take me off their mail list, as next month's envelope would include a piece of used rail from the railways. Haven't gotten a letter from them since, rolling on the floor laughing. You should never say, Andy, that in any way could be recorded as an affirmative. Sometimes they will record you saying yes and then use that recording to do all kinds of nefarious things. I always state at the beginning of calls, I do not consent to being recorded. Glitter bomb. Thank you for your service. 50 pennies in the envelope should do the trick. I usually reinforce it a bit with clear packing tape. Any unsolicited mail that includes a return envelope, just rip it up and send it back. If you're in the UK, probably applies in other countries too. And send something through the mail without paying postage. The receiver pays. Also, price depends on size, weight of mail, and a roofing tile fits inside an A4 jiffy bag and into a post box. Do with this what you will. What is the compliance and the maliciousness for that matter? My dad used to do metal detecting. He would get horribly corroded pennies and pieces of metal. When I got junk mail with prepaid envelopes, I used to put that stuff in it and send it back. They had to pay by weight. Have fun with that. Get the envelope with return postage paid and tape it to a brick and send it. I was in a mood once when I got a call from Microsoft's Mumbai branch. He could have been in Delhi or Uttar Pradesh. But I was in a mood. And started cussing him out. Yelling that I sent him a bag of rupees last week and nobody came to fix my computer. On and on. Then I said namaste and hung up. 4 minutes later I got a call and the caller said, "You go to hell." The Police Officers Association, or whatever it's actually called. No thanks. Don't call this number again. Stuff those envelopes full of as much garbage as you can fit in them. Better still, tape the envelope to a bigger box and stuff that full of trash. Free waste disposal.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.